Mic check, mic check. Can everyone hear me? We got 45 seconds till game time. Congrats to Brandon for being last week's highest scorer, and to no one's surprise, Andy is this week's shotgun loser.
Chug!
Those together.
No.
Holy shit!
Jesus.
Oh
Bobby,
my
stop!
God.
Bobby, stop!
With you.
Woo!
Do not.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Alright, manager, come on, man. It was a rough season for my team. Last week, had a lot of injuries, which caused me to score the least amount of points in the league yet again. So, congrats to everyone who made it. Good luck. I'm going for that toilet bowl victory. Prove that I wasn't the worst team yet. Guess it's agreed upon. Whoever does worse in the season has to do the punishment. I guess I'll do it. I got a choice between Feet Finder, 24 hours at Denny's, each pancake duck now, or Beer Mile. Two of those will probably cause me to puke. But putting my feet online, it's kind of weird. Some weird people out there, so I don't know if I want to do that, but I got time to decide on what I want to do. But here's the classic shotgun. Cheers, boys.
Holy shit! She did it!
Oh god. Picks of the week. For the picks of the week, I'm gonna go with Nikki over Aldi. Sam over Jake due to Justin Herbert getting hurt. Jake's probably in a lot of trouble. I'm gonna take myself over Sprague, doesn't really matter. And then I'll take Brad over Injury Prone, doesn't really matter. Best of luck to everyone. It was a fun season, and I can't wait to do this punishment.
Let's take a quick look into the league standings after the regular season concluded. Coming in last place, any guesses? If you guessed the league member who set a new record with 6 shotgun punishments, then you are correct.
Hola, soy Dora. Can you say get shit on, Andy?
Great!
In ninth place, the Brad News Bears. A talented roster, but the squad was missing that clutch gene as they couldn't seem to win the close matchups all year. Here's some hidden footage of Brad checking in on his underperforming team each week.
Did I just shit my fucking pants?
Weird. Like, they'll say they're not haters, and it's like, I know if I say this, they'll be like, we're just reporting facts. But people that will kind of go.
After starting the season strong with a 5-2 record, Ethan's team stopped showing up on Sundays as they lost 6 of their last 7 matchups. Let's check in to see how Ethan's doing after trading Josh Allen and Tony Pollard.
I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me. I wish I knew. I wish I knew you wanted me.
Sam and Sprague dueled it out last weekend with the winner advancing into the playoffs and the loser going home empty-handed. Sprague entered Monday Night Football with a 62-point lead, but Sam had 4 players yet to play. After a high-production start from Saquon Barkley and the Titans surging late in the fourth quarter with DeAndre Hopkins, Sam could feel the tides turning.
No way. Is he gonna do it? Yes, 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 yes! Can you take me higher to a place where blind men see?
Sam wins by less than a point to claim the 5 seed, and Sprague finishes in 7th after losing the nail-biter.
Oh, does anyone know me? I don't have any. Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh my god!
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Speaking of close matchups, Nicky lost his fair share of close games earlier in the season, but he assembled himself a very strong team after completing a few trades. He claims the 6th and final playoff spot. Slug Chubley must have eaten some more hot wings with Da Bomb sauce during Week 5 because his team absolutely caught fire and would proceed to go on a 6-game win streak.
I should not have allowed my body to swallow that.
He finishes the season 8-6 and dances his way into the playoffs with the 4 seed. Aldi and the Donkey Tigers drafted well and had a couple of massive free agent signings during the year. They were fighting for a first-round bye in the playoffs, but clearly he was too busy taking thirst trap pictures instead of locking up the 2nd seed. Aldi finishes at 9-5. Brett had his priorities straight last week as he knew he had to outscore Aldi by 8 points to clinch a first-round bye and headed to the local pub to watch his Monday Night Football performance.
Dives and scores, and Tennessee has tied it up. The PAT coming.
Brett clinches the 2 seed. Last, but certainly not least, a true GM of the Year candidate after drafting Raheem Mostert late and making some big splashes in the trade market. Double Nickels, aka B Mitch 55, the Brandon O. Mitchell finishes the regular season at 10-4 and clinches the number 1 seed in the playoffs.
Life like this sure is sweet, huh?
It definitely is.
The season has been full of memorable moments, some for better or for worse, but the past is history. Today marks the start of a new season. 6 teams, 1 champion, win or go home. The playoff race for the infamous Battle Axe starts now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for the quarterfinals playoff matchup. We got 4 teams here with me tonight. From left to right, we have the 6th seed, Nicholas Sundquist, manager of Revenge Tour, going up against the number 3 seed, Donkey Tigers, and Matthew Aldridge. The next matchup is between the 4 and 5 seed. We have Sam Terry, manager of the team who mustn't be named. Personal preference, I like the dad who mustn't be named. and versus the 4 seed in Jake, a.k.a. Slug, a.k.a. Pokey Slug, a.k.a. Slug Brady, the manager of the unfortunate Chargers. Gentlemen, how we doing tonight? How are we doing?
What a night.
Happy to be here.
Good, good. All right. Well, I'm going to be honest. I have a couple drinks in me. I just got back from a work party. But I'm here for a good time, not a long time. And I hope you guys are all with me. So, quick rundown of the agenda. We're going to hop into some Battle Axe Jeopardy. Then we're going to just do a quick break. We're going to go through some 2023 Fantasy Awards, which were voted on amongst all members of the Battle Axe League, besides Brett and Andy, because those were the only two who just were incompetent enough to take about 30 seconds out of their life to vote. Anyways, and then we're going to just round it out with some quick chat, some banter about the upcoming matchups. I'm going to get your thoughts on what you think is going to be the difference makers in the matchups, your confidence going into the week, etc., etc. Are you guys ready? All right. Well, without further ado, let's hop into some Jeopardy.
This is Jeopardy.
Any minute now.
It's all right. It's all right. It was just doing a quick little intro, dude. Don't worry about it. You don't even see half of what's going on, Sam. All right. I don't know why this is still in there. There we go. All right. So we got a couple of new categories this week. I'm just trying to find the best spot to put you all. I think right there.
We have this on our screen too?
Yeah, you would if I shared my screen. This is live, ladies and gentlemen, so...
I can see it.
No latency. No low latency.
No low latency. Shit. All right. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. I mean, we're obviously going to share that. Can you see it now?
Yeah.
Now, happy birthday, Rosa. All right. From left to right, the categories are the infamous chin game. I'm going to show you a chin. You tell me whose chin does that belong to. Second category, slogans. I'm gonna say a slogan. You got to tell me who or what that slogan belongs to. Number 3 is under the mistletoe. I'm going to give you clues, and you got to tell me who the famous couple is. You know, we'll play on words there. Number 4, dance moves. I'm going to show you a GIF of some sort of dance move. You just got to tell me what dance move it is that the person or people are doing. And then the final category is nightmare cartoons. It's basically self-explanatory. It's going to be a picture of a quote-unquote cartoon, but kind of in nightmarish form. I don't really know how else to explain it, but when you see it, I think you'll better understand. So, without further ado, I put these names on in random order, but we're going to go with the lowest seed. Lowest seed gets the board first, which I believe is Nikki and Revenge Tour with the 6th seed. So, Nick, you have the board first. Go ahead and start us off.
I think we need to start off strong here with chin game for 500.
Chin game for 500. I'm going to be honest. I don't remember any of the chins that I put on here. So, here we go. Nick.
Shoot. Let me throw a name out there. Michael Scott.
That is incorrect. Nick starts out with a hot minus 500. Jake, you are the next person with a hands up. What is your answer?
That's a Thomas Hanks chin, I think.
Is that Tom Hanks?
My
It
God.
is. What a pull by Pokey Slug. Unreal. Well
Thanks,
done.
man.
Well done. All right, Slug, you have the board.
I'm dying to see this Nightmare cartoons.
Okay.
We'll do that for 200.
Nightmare for 2. Sam Terry.
Who is the Pillsbury Doughboy in Nightmares?
The Pillsbury Doughboy is correct. Sweet dreams, everybody. Sam, you have the board.
Let's go Nightmare cartoons for 300.
Hold on, let me just try to figure out this camera situation. What'd you say? Nightmares for 3?
You got it.
Nick.
What is Teletubbies, Brad?
Okay, but I'm gonna have to ask which Teletubby.
Ooh,
Pinky. I never watched this.
All right, I didn't. No, I can't look at this for much longer. But all right, all of you have the chance to retract your hands up. You have to tell me which Teletubby it is. If not, the points will go to Nick. Does anyone know the just sing the song?
Sparkles.
All right, I'll sing the song.
I don't think Sparkles is in the
Tinky
song.
Winky, Dipsy, La La Po, Teletubby.
Is it
La La?
Jake.
Is it Poe? What is Poe? Who
Is
Poe?
it Poe? It's Poe from Teletubbies. Come on. Chat, you better be on your goddamn feet by now, because that's a heck of a pull out of Slug.
W in the chat.
It's bullshit.
All right, Jake, you have the
Poe was
board.
dark purple. Oh.
I don't have to dance for dance moves, right? I'm just looking. 300 for dance moves. I will dance if you want me to.
300 for dance.
Yeah.
I mean,
We don't need that.
okay. Yeah. All right. The tribe has spoken. Dance moves for 3. Matt Aldridge.
What is the nay?
The whip and the nene is correct.
Now watch me whip. Hey, now watch me nay.
The fact that they have elementary kids doing that nowadays is honestly cringe, but
It's a class. It's honestly goated classic.
it's a classic.
Low key.
It's a classic. Yeah.
No
All
cap.
right. All do you have the board?
No cap. Give me Under the Mistletoe for 100. I'm interested.
Under the Mistletoe for 100. A Brazilian model and the GOAT were married for 13 years prior to their recent split. Nick Sundquist.
I mean, Brady and Giselle. I don't know what else I'm supposed to answer here. Okay.
Brady and Giselle is correct.
Mickey, what was the instant trigger for you? Brazilian model or the GOAT?
Yes.
A mix of both.
I think Nick's strategy is to just hit Ray's hand.
Or is it just raise hand and figure it out after that?
Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like.
Teletubbies.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
You don't want to see Nikki's tabs. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Well done, Nick. You're crawling your way out from the negative points. You have the board.
Slogans for 100.
Slogans for 100. That was easy. Nick.
What is Staples? Fred?
Staples is correct. Nick, now at minus 300, making a comeback. You have the board.
Let's go chin game for 100.
Chin game for 1. Nick.
What is Tony the Tiger, Brad?
Tony the Tiger. Nick is on a tear. Let's go.
Slogans for 200.
Slogans for 2. Finger licking good. Nick.
That is KFC.
KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken is correct. Nick is officially back to 0, right where he started.
Let's go.
But honestly, an impressive performance out of you. All right, you have the board.
Let's do dance moves for 100.
Dance moves for 100. Sam.
What is the worm?
That is correct. Can you tell me who is doing the worm for an extra 100?
That would be J-Rock, aka Josh
J-Rock.
Boy.
Unreal.
Oh, that's smooth.
Dude, when he pulled that out in college, everyone was like shocked, dude.
Hyped.
That was
It was like backless, like shirt on, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh, that was epic. All right, Sam, you have the board.
All right. Let's go Nightmare Cartoons for 100.
Nightmare Cartoons for 100. Jake.
Who is Jimmy Neutron?
Jimmy Neutron is correct.
Bro, that's scary.
Nightmares. All right, Sam. I think your hand's still up, so just
Oh shit!
just
You're right.
go ahead and put that down, and then Jake, we're gonna pass it back to you.
Let's do Mistletoe for 200.
Mistletoe for 2. The mastermind behind this fantasy league and his beautiful wife reside in a baby blue house in vacation land. Nick Sundquist.
What is Brad Carpentier and Kia Hewins? Kia Carpentier, sorry.
Yes.
Formerly known as...
That is correct. Good catch there, Sundquist. Well done. Well done. Yeah, asterisks for mastermind. All right, Nick, you have the board.
Let's go Chin Game for 200.
Hold on. Someone in chat just said, also, Jake, my sister thinks you look like a girl, LOL. A very pretty one at that, she said.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Sheen.
I get that a lot.
I think that's some sort of mind game. That's some sort of mind game that Brandon's playing right now. Sorry. What was the category?
Chin Game for 200, Brad.
Chin for 2. Nick.
What is Chris Griffin, Brad?
Chris Griffin is correct. And with that, we have Matthew Donkey Tigers Aldridge in third place. We have Sam and Nikki tied in second with 400 apiece. And the Jake Slug Plissy at 900 points. Very well done. Nick, you have the board.
Let's go Chin Game for 300.
Chin for 3. Jake.
Who is Peter Pan?
Who is Peter Pan? That is Peter Pan. Well done. Jake, you have the board.
Let's rip off the last Chin Game for 400.
Chin for 4. Jake.
Who is Bailey Zappi?
Oh my God. He's learning from the best, folks. He took a page out of Nick Sundquist's book and used it against him. Bailey Zappi is correct. Well done. Jake
Thank you.
taking a dominant lead at 1,600. And you have the board.
Let's just move right over to slogans for 3, Ken.
Slogans for 3. When you're here, you're family. Nick.
Friendlies?
Friendlies is incorrect. Sam, I believe you were next up.
What is Olive Garden?
Olive Garden is correct.
That was tough.
Well done.
That was a good hit.
When you're sitting at a table with unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks, you're family. All right.
Tour of Italy comes out.
Yeah.
In a nice picture of sangria. Maron.
Oh God, yeah. Maron. Okay.
Are you kidding me?
Get out of here.
Call up Tommy DeVito, get the cutlets.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Tommy DeVito, dude.
Cutlets.
All right. Well done. Well done. Sam, you have the board.
All right, let's go 400 Nightmare Cartoons.
Jake.
Who is Peppa Pig?
Peppa Pig is correct. Oh my god, that's probably the worst one, to be honest. Well done. Well done. Jake, you have the board.
Let's just get rid of dance moves for 200.
Nick.
Oh gosh, what do they call this? Oh my god. I have no idea.
All right. That is incorrect. Matthew, you were second.
Well, as a Fortnite esports pro, I know that's loss.
The flaws. What a
Flaws.
pull out of the Fortnite
Who can
pro
forget
himself.
the era of that kid being popular for doing that trash move?
Well done. Brett says that he's not seeing enough movement. Shout out to Ninja. All right, Aldi, you have the board.
Slogans for 4, please.
Slogans for 4. The quicker picker-upper. Sam.
What is Bounty?
Bounty. Paper towels is correct.
Hell yeah.
And Sam, you have the board.
Let's see. Let's try. Nightmare Cartoons for 5.
Nightmare Cartoons. Nick.
What is Charlie Brown?
Charlie Brown is correct. I mean,
That's
is
that's
that not terrifying,
unnerving.
dude?
It's unnerving. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown.
Oh, that's terrifying. Good pull out of you, Nick, bringing you to 400, and you have the board.
Under the Mistletoe for 300.
This couple would likely be caught singing Blank Space or Shake It Off on their way to Arrowhead Stadium. Sam Terry.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce is correct. Well done.
You said it out of order. Can I get a ruling on that?
I mean,
Your willingness to fuck off all day.
All right, well done, well done. Sam inches closer to Jake. Sam has 1,400, Jake has 2,000. The lead is slim, but everyone is still in the game, let me tell you. Sam, you have the board.
Slogans for 5. Please.
Slogans for 5. Melts in your mouth, not in your hands. Matt.
What are M&Ms?
M&M's. Give me some of those.
My God.
That's a heck of a pull.
Well done.
Okay, speaking of pull. Actually, no. We're going to do a poll. Just real quick. Favorite type of M&M's, top to bottom. I'll start the vote. I'm going to say what might be an unpopular vote. I'm going to say peanut M&M's. Nick.
Peanut butter M&Ms.
Ooh, okay. Forgot about those. Sam.
Probably peanut because I prefer Reese's Pieces if I'm going to go peanut butter.
Okay. Aldi.
All right, you're all wrong, by the way. They're obviously pretzel M&Ms. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, pretzel M&M. I forgot about those too.
No.
Slug.
I don't mean to be a basic person, but just the regular ones.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and mute Jake for the rest of the show.
Thank you. Yeah.
1,000 points.
The door, Jake. Yep. See the door.
Yes. No worries.
Thanks for playing. Bye.
Thanks for playing, though.
Bye-bye.
All right. While I have chat's attention, feel free to type in any sort of questions that you would like to ask these 4 fine gentlemen. We'll get to them at the end of the show or at the end of the episode if we have time. Feel free to throw any questions you have, football, fantasy, or completely irrelevant. Doesn't matter. Just like that Eminem question.
I am a dude, by the way. I'm not a chick.
Yeah.
So whoever comes.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, Jake is not a girl. For those wondering at home.
Yeah.
You know.
Can confirm.
He identifies as male.
Confirm. All right. Aldi got that Eminem question, I believe. So you have the board.
I sure did, Brad. Thank you. I'll do Under the Mistletoe for 400, please.
Residing in the Sky High State are Mr. Unlimited and his singer-songwriter wife, Nick.
It's like Ciara and Russell Wilson. What is?
That is correct. Russell Wilson.
Why'd you pronounce it like that?
I believe it's Sierra.
Sierra.
It's Sierra.
This
beat
Does
is
he honestly know that,
automatic.
though, until you finish reading the question?
Funky fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I doubt.
Yeah.
Mr. Unlimited. Mr. Unlimited.
I couldn't even read it. The fucking camera was in the way.
Unlimited.
So there's no way. Your
Well,
pen was already... Whatever. Keep going.
Okay, I understand that, Ollie, but I think the reason the camera's in the way is because you have two icons for no reason, and that's just kind of clogging up the top or the bottom right corner.
Half my screen is the board. And I was reading, said, residing in the Sky High State, and I was like, and the rest of the prompt is, I looked down, Nikki's hand's already raised, so... Little sketch, but the show must go on.
The show must go on is right. Whoever got that, you have the board. Let's get it going.
Let's do Under the Mistletoe for 500, Brad.
Under the Mistletoe for 5. A two-time FIFA Women's World Cup champion with the U.S. Women's National Team and a Super Bowl champion tight end for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Oh, fuck.
I honestly think I saw Jake's hand, but I don't think I see it up anymore. So
it's still up.
Is
I
it?
still have it up.
All right, Jake's hand I think was first.
Who is Zach and Julie Ertz?
Wow, unbelievable guess there.
I can think of her
Julie
name.
and Zach Ertz is correct. Well done by Pokey Slug.
That's a tough one.
Yeah,
It is.
for sure.
I only knew Zach Ertz.
That's a good 500 question.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank
Zach
you.
Ertz has gotten half points.
Thank you. No.
Thank you.
Thanks. No. Yeah, you had to get both because the software doesn't do half points, unfortunately. Jake, you have the board.
400 dance moves.
Nick.
I don't know. Damn. The jig.
No, that is
This guy is a robot. This motherfucker is not real.
That is incorrect. Sam, I think your hand was up next.
It's the Macarena.
The Macarena is correct. Well done.
That's such a good scene, too.
I'm cool.
No way.
These dance moves are killing me.
Yeah, that's all right.
Big, you're supposed to nail that. I'm the uncool dad now, man. Come on.
That's right. Oliver's gonna know all the dance moves, ladies and gentlemen. All right. The final clue. We got dance moves for 500. Sam.
Oh shit. It's the
Time's
monster.
up. Time's up.
Wrong anyway, Sam.
Time's
No
up.
Mm-hmm.
Matt was the next one in.
Can we have What is the Thriller?
Yep.
Thriller by Michael Jackson is correct. Featuring
watched it for like
SpongeBob
5
and
more seconds.
Patrick. Well
Couldn't figure
done.
it was at first, but
All right. Good stuff. So, from
got
lowest
ourselves
to
a ball game,
highest.
folks.
From lowest to highest. This This is unfamiliar territory for Nick in Battle Axe Jeopardy. I will say, usually he is the name that I read off last because he's in the lead. But Nick has 400 points, followed by Sam, who's in third with 1,300. Matt has 1,500, and he is in second. And Jake has a 1,000-point lead over second place. He's in first with 2,500. And that leads us in to Final Jeopardy. I'm going to read the clue. As soon as I read the clue, I'm going to go ahead and play some Final Jeopardy music. Just kidding. I don't think it's saved. I'll just read the clue now. Or sorry, I'll give the category. The Final Jeopardy category is Christmas songs.
That's right.
Christmas songs. So all of you have the opportunity to wager the amount of points that you have. You can wager all of it. You can wager half, none, whatever it may be. It must be in a $100 increments. So please do that now. Oh.
Free question?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Here we
go.
So are we sending our wagers to you, Brad?
Yep, just text them to me. I think the Final Jeopardy team is expired now. Expired. All right, all bets are in. Right as the music concludes. Absolutely love that. Here we go.
Oh,
all
boy.
right. The final Jeopardy question is, every holiday season, this popular song rakes in an estimated $3 million in royalties. Name the song and artist.
Is that again another text to you?
Yep, that's another text to me. Well, you know what? We're just going to play the music again. Cause
Bonus points for being the first to answer. At least 1,000 bonus points, I would say.
Da, 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 da.
I don't think I know this.
Good.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I just took a guess. You know.
Ooh. Am I about to pass you guys?
Mm,
Oh,
unlike-
whoa.
Nikki,
Whoa,
you
whoa.
physically cannot pass them.
If they max bet? You max bet in this.
I guess if they
Max
bet at
bet
all.
is more.
Right?
I always want to do that.
Yeah, just
Anyone not max betting?
spend the house on it.
You know, not max betting, really?
There's nothing to lose, right?
All right.
Oh, wow.
Is anyone being strategic?
All the answers are in. Appreciate the promptness there. Jesus. Nick is in last place currently with 400 points. He wagered a max bet of all 400 points, and he said, "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey. In second place, we have Sam, who also wagered a max bet of 1,300, and he also said Mariah Carey, "All I Want for Christmas Is You."
Watch it not be that.
Matt is
Thanks,
in
Sam.
third place with 1,500. Not only did he say "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey, but he also gave me a
God
little
damn.
gift.
Style points.
So that's at least an extra 300 points
Can
minimum.
we see his search history?
And last but not least, in first place currently, Jake Slug Plissy wagered 600 points. And he said, All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. The correct answer was All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey, which means Nick doubles his score to 800. Sam doubles his score to 2,600. Aldi doubles his score to 3,000 on the nose. And Jake adds 600 to his unbelievable wager. The Jake and Slug Poke. Unbelievable. Unreal wager. The Chargers struggled last night, but tonight they take home the dub in Battle Axe Jeopardy. Congratulations.
Yeah, but we're gonna talk about the Chargers last night or what?
Oh, I plan to.
I gotta change my name. It's bad juju going into the playoffs.
Yeah. It is bad juju going into the playoffs. All right. Well, good stuff. Congrats to Slug for pulling out that victory. I'm just trying to figure out a way to not show all these second screen, but that's all right. No worries. All right, with that, we're going to hop into the 2023 Battle Axe Awards. Chat, I hope you're ready. Gentlemen on this call, I hope you're also ready. You can go ahead and mute your mics, tune into the stream, and we're going to hop right into the 2023 Battle Axe Fantasy Football Awards.
Get my purchase. All right. Count us down there. Chief, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, we're getting fucked up, baby!
Oh, it's cold as shit.
Damn it. Phone.
I appreciate having both of you on. Thanks for the time. And best of luck. May the best team win.
You hear that?
It's flying. There's a star in heaven that we can't reach. We're trying, so we're breaking free.
What is happening?
No, the world can see us in a way different than who we are. Creating space between us until we're left behind.
You're going to turn it up for this part.
As your faith begins to spread, strength to believe. When you bring flying.
Okay, all right. That's enough. Okay. Well done. know the karaoke song next time we're all out. Alright, they're just locked in. They're not even paying attention anymore. Alright, I'm gonna call it there because I don't know if we can see any more of this. Thanks so much to both the McElhaney and Aldridge family for participating in tonight's video. We're gonna catch you next week. Peace out.
Well deserved, cowboy.
Well deserved. Everyone trashing him for trades.
Well done. Well done. Congrats to all of our 2023 award recipients. As I mentioned, those are all voted on by everyone in the league besides Brett and Andy. Those votes very well could have changed the direction of those because I will say almost every single award was determined by about one vote or less. Well, not or less. I'd say 1 or 2 votes. Either way, a lot of good content, a lot of very good decisions made this season in the fantasy spectrum. So very well done. And once again, much deserved to everyone who won those awards. So, to close out this episode, we're just going to go through a couple of quick questions with the 4 managers here today, primarily around the matchups coming up this weekend. We do have, obviously we had a game last night, Thursday Night Football. I think there's 3 games tomorrow on Saturday. It's that time of year where the NFL gets a little wonky and has some Saturday games, so gentle reminder, make sure you set your lineups for basically tonight. So you have those ready for tomorrow. The remaining are on Sunday and Monday. So, we'll hop right in. I'm going to ask all of you individually essentially the same questions. We'll start with the first matchup, which is the 3 seed versus the 6 seed. 3 seed being Aldi and the Donkey Tigers versus the 6 seed and Nick and Revenge Tour. First question is, who do you think is going to be the biggest X factor both on your team and on your opponent's team? Who do you think is going to be the determining factor or who has the potential to determine the matchup outcome both on your team and on your opponent's team? Nick or Aldi, feel free. Whoever wants to go first, go for it.
You want to go first, Nicky or me?
Sure, I'll go. So, from Aldi's team first, I think there's a lot of potential X factors. Kyron Williams is one that comes to mind just because he's been so dominant. But I feel like the big question mark for his team has been David Montgomery, because when he goes off, Aldi usually wins. So I'm going to say David Montgomery here. And for my own team, I don't know if I'm going out of turn here, but
No,
for my own team, I was going to say yesterday when I was thinking through these, I said Devontae Adams. But since he's already played, I'll have to go with someone else. I'm going to say A.J. Brown. If he has a big game for me, I feel like I'm tough to beat.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely agree there. For those at home who don't know, Nick had Devontae Adams on the Raiders last night, who did very well. I think scored around 20 points, and then also had a late pickup prior to game time with the Raiders defense, who absolutely obliterated the Chargers. About 3,000 IQ play there out of Revenge Tour and Nick Sundquist. They also scored, I want to say more than 20 points, like 25 or so.
Yeah, 24. Yeah.
24. So, yeah, very, very hot start after Thursday Night Football for Nick. Aldi, let's get your opinions. Who do you think is going to be the X factor, both on your team and on Nick's?
Yeah, so like Nikki said, David Montgomery could kind of boom or bust for me. Not to duplicate his answer of Kyron Williams, obviously, too. Like, both have big game potential.
Yep.
But I'm going to go with my boy who's actually been pretty solid all year long, Mike Evans. If he shows up solid again for me, that could potentially outweigh. He's lined up across from Stephon Diggs on my screen. So, like, if I get points from Mike Evans and he gets nothing out of Diggs, which is, unlikely, that could, kind of give me a little bit more points there in the matchup. And then also Chris Olave, like, if he wants to show up and get more than like 15 points a week, like, I'm here for it, dude. Like, now's the time.
And also Matt Stafford and
he's been playing well.
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's always been solid. Stafford's been balling out for like the last 3 weeks. Like, keep it up. I just want a surprise, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for Nikki's X factor, I was also going to say, like, as long as fucking AJ Brown doesn't drop like 30 on me and he just scores like less than 10, I would be a happy camper. But I mean, 20 or 44 points is kind of a big hole to dig out of, so I'm gonna need a lot of help. But yeah, I think AJ Brown might be that guy to kind of swing the tides.
Yep. No, definitely agree. I think all those picks are extremely valid. Yeah, to Aldi's point, I mean, you are in a very substantial hole after Thursday Night Football, but honestly, I think out of anyone who's playing this week, like, your running backs are solid enough and your receivers are boom or bust enough where if they all boom, I think you could overcome it. But obviously, we'll see what happens between tomorrow and Sunday. So best of luck there. Passing it on to the 4 versus 5 seed, 4 seed being Chargers, led by Slug Chubley, and the 5 seed being Team Who Mustn't Be Named, led by Sam. Same question applies. Who do you think is going to be the biggest X factor for your squad? And then who's the biggest X factor for your opponent? Jake, we'll start with you as you're the higher seed.
I think it's time for a new team name. That's like the biggest thing. Like, Eckler would have been my X factor, but we all saw what happened, so it's just not looking good. But I think for my squad, I'll start with Cooper Kupp, because like I don't know what Cooper I'm going to be getting for the playoffs. So if I can get the good Cooper, maybe it's going to put me in a good position. And then I think the definition of an X factor for Sam is Achan. Like, I'm actually looking. I looked after work and it looked like he was in, but it looks like Sam swapped him out because he's been like, there's been conflicting reports on Achan on if he's going to play or not. But like, he could drop 20, 30 points if he plays. So I think he's definitely the X factor for Sam.
Interesting. Yeah, definitely agree there. Sam, how about you? What are your thoughts on the X factors this week?
Yeah, I would also agree with a team name change after this night. Sure. I think yesterday when you sent the text, the first X factor I thought of was definitely Austin Eckler. Now that we've seen that play out, I would agree with Jake. It's definitely Cooper Kupp. Whether we get a lightning Cooper Kupp or a dense Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp.
I'm playing the Manders. It's probably going to be an over 12 points, which he's projected for, which would put my other X factor, Russell Wilson, since he picked him up off waivers, since Herbert went out, again with the Chargers just shitting the bed. Yeah, those would be my two X factors for his team. For my team, obviously Achan is a concern. I'm hearing, definitely conflicting reports. I've got Ty Chandler in there right now. Kind of just, we're hour to hour on this one, whether or not he's going to show up and give me a bunch of points or not. And then I guess for me, the other thing is Sam Howell, who's been frankly a pretty good QB, even though they're a pretty shitty team. I mean, for fantasy, he's pretty good. He cannot stop throwing the fucking ball. So hopefully he gives me about 20 points. He's projected for 14. Hopefully he can excel. Yeah, that's what I got.
Cool. Yeah. No, I think both of those are valid. Very curious to see the HN results. I'm out of the Battle Axe running for this league, unfortunately, and I'm on bye in a different league that I'm in, so I haven't really been paying super close attention, but was not aware of HN being questionable or, I guess, threatening to not play. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on because, like Jake said, and Sam for that matter, he can easily put up 20 to 30. Curious to see how that plays out and if Sam puts him in his lineup or not. So that might be the deciding factor there for sure. We'll pass back to Nick and Aldi for the second question, which is, what was the biggest fantasy surprise of 2023? And this could be related to the Battle Axe Fantasy Football League or just fantasy in general. So again, Nick or Aldi, whoever is ready to go, feel free to give us your insights on the biggest fantasy surprise this year.
So mine's the obvious one. I think we're gonna go with Mr. Highly Questionable here. I think the name was fitting for a lot of the year. A lot of those decisions were, in fact, highly questionable. He drafted 2 tight ends in the first 4 rounds. He traded away both of those tight ends. Didn't really get much back. I mean, JJ, decent return, but he hasn't done anything for him yet. But he gave away Kelsey. And giving away Kelsey was just like insane to me to do. For again, not much of a return. And then he gave probably the best receiver in the NFL away to Brad for, a decent return. So for a lot of the season, he was making trades that I thought were just going to destroy his team, but he just kept winning and winning. And he should give me some credit because I did help him a couple times with a few trades here. I gave him Pacheco and then later gave him Debo. So I think both of those guys have worked out, and I guess he's gotten the better of me. But overall, Brandon was a pretty easy choice for surprise of the year, taking first place after, doing things Brandon's way.
Interesting. Yeah. Valid points. There were some moves that were a little questionable, or highly questionable, pun intended, but they clearly worked out. He's sitting pretty at the 1 seed with the bye this week, so props to him. Good job, Brandon. Aldi, what are your thoughts on the biggest surprise this year?
That I have made it to the playoffs yet again. Haha. So sorry. Haha. No, but my actual answer is so kind of the polar opposite of Brandon being like the trade guy. I'm always usually Mr. Anti-trade, but there were a couple trades that, looking back on now, I definitely wish I made. There are people that are probably no longer in my starting lineup anymore that I could have, traded away for what I seen wasn't a good thing at the time. But, life has a funny way of just biting you in the ass sometimes. So I'm going to say biggest surprise is that my no trade clause backfired. So
Love that. Love it. All right, back to Slug and Sam. Biggest surprise of the season. Jake, we'll start with you again.
Yeah, so I'm the big rook coming in. It's been a great season, fellas. Thanks for welcoming me into the league with open arms. So I've just been trying to view everybody's squads and trying to see what I was impressed with just coming in, because I don't have the history like you guys have. I was honestly very impressed with how Nicky just took his team, brought his team up from the basement and made the playoffs. Nicky, I was super impressed. You made some awesome trades. I think I voted for you GM of the year just because you just willed your way what was it? What was like your worst record? Like, I think you had quite a bit of losses in your year in the playoffs.
Maybe 3-6 at one point.
Yeah, and you have one of the best teams, so I was super impressed with that. I'm just happy to be here, though. Thanks again, guys. It's been fun, and I'm pumped to make playoffs first year. Beginner's luck probably, but we'll see.
Good stuff. Yeah, no, completely agree. Nick definitely made a strong run, strong push, massive moves, as we all saw. So, yeah, very curious to see how that plays out. And completely agree. He was equally, in the running for GM of the year. But I think a couple people not voting may or may not have impacted that. Brett.
Yeah, not taking anything away from Brandon. Brandon definitely deserves it, for sure. There's good stuff all around.
Yep. Completely agree. Sam, how about you?
Yeah, Brad, I know it hurts you to say those things about Nikki. So it shows real strength about you, even in your drunken state. But to piggyback off of that, fucking seriously, Nikki, you fleeced, multiple teams to get your roster where it's at, and it's commendable for sure. I mean, god damn, I'm looking at the original draft roster and where you're at now. It's nuts. I think the biggest thing I look at is kind of the first of all, Brandon's done a phenomenal job. I mean, he drafted. I think the biggest thing is, he drafted Kelsey at the 3rd overall pick, and even though I think he's still the number 1 tight end, he's definitely not what anyone expected him to be.
No.
He's averaging like 13 points per game. Like, compared to last year, it's really pathetic. I think that's probably my biggest. The Chiefs in general, Patrick Mahomes too, being drafted in the 3rd round, and the amount of fantasy points he's giving every week it's just not what you expected when you drafted it. If you look at draft capital versus where they're at now, so I would say the Chiefs in general are the biggest disappointment. I think the other thing, I look at Nick, who drafted Bijan in the 1st round, obviously kind of struggled through the first half of the year, and finally the coach realized the talent he had there, so he finally started playing him a little bit more. So yeah, I think those are my big hitters as far as fantasy production goes.
Cool. Yeah. No, completely agree about that. I think Kelsey, honestly, and Mahomes, those are the big shockers. I mean, they haven't been
They're just average.
Yeah, they haven't been bad,
Really?
but they've just been average when you're so used to both of them really being like
elite.
Exactly. Elite, like no doubt starters, but realistically, you probably could have streamed at least a quarterback that's out, performing Mahomes. Tight end, obviously, is slim pickings every year, so I won't go that far, but Kelsey has been very, mediocre comparatively to, prior seasons, especially last year. So definitely agree there. But, that's what fantasy is, you know what I'm saying? So
sure.
Cool. Awesome. Very good input there. Again, that's really all the questions I had. So I'll just leave anyone with final thoughts. Any final words heading into the quarterfinals? Obviously, they started yesterday on Thursday, but the majority of the matchups start tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, obviously. So final thoughts from everybody, whether it's about your team, your opponent, or just the league in general.
I gotta get ready.
The Saturday games.
Yeah.
Eckler sucks.
Eckler does suck.
The Chargers suck.
Chargers suck. Eckler sucks. Easton stick. That's all I gotta say.
Easton Dick, yeah.
How did the Chargers carry this guy to the playoffs, and they just have been putting up duds the last 2 weeks in a row? Unreal.
True. I think we did have a couple of chat questions, but Nick, I don't know if you had any final thoughts or if I just missed them.
No, I just wanted to give Brady a shout out. I don't think anyone's brought him up in any of the deals he made, but I would also put that in surprise of the year, some of the deals he was willing to make. And I mean, it just goes back to Brett's willingness to take risks and make trades, kind of being the exact opposite of what Aldi is. But there was a while I wasn't sure what Brett's team was going to look like, but then, Tyreek has just been probably the best player in the NFL, and he made a pretty amazing trade with Andy to get Derrick Henry, really just for a bunch of scraps that didn't help Andy at all. So Brett got my vote for GM of the year, and I would hope he was at least up there in the running.
Really quick, too, I just want to say shout out to Brett for those awesome weekly waiver videos. Yeah, I don't think he missed a week, so those are awesome.
100%. Yeah, I agree with both Nick and Jake there. Brady had a big turnaround. I remember one of the matchups of the week where Brady was on. We asked, who do you think's going to win the league? And he said himself pretty confidently, but his record was, pretty trash, to be honest, at the time. But props to him for making the moves and sticking with his team and being in the position that he is now. So that's huge. And then additionally to Jake, the Fab Forecast, I think that was a great addition to the channel this year. I obviously appreciate that. More content for the channel that I don't have to, really be responsible for. So that's huge, Brady. I know I watched them every week. I'm sure most people did. So hopefully that continues. Awesome. Good stuff. I am going to just run to a couple of chat questions. I'm going to ask 2. And then I'm going to run out. I'm about to piss myself, so I'm going to ask you, and I'm just going to come back. You're not even going to know I'm gone, to be honest.
Dude, just piss yourself, man.
I dare you.
Yeah, just
what does it matter?
Okay, first one is to Aldi. Why don't you like making trades, my bro? ? And then the second one, so Aldi will answer that one, and then the second one is to Jake. What will your team nickname be without healthy Chargers players? So I will hand the microphone to Aldi and then Jake, and before you know it, I'll be back, and you won't even feel like I was gone.
I'll miss you.
All right. To answer my question first, I saw your question in the chat, Brandon. I'm a big proponent of, ride out on the horse you rode in on. So, I drafted my team for a reason. I mean, I don't feel like anyone's going to necessarily win a trade, or no one's trying to lose a trade. You know what I mean? So, it's hard for me to draft, know that that's someone's kind of thing. Like I said in my answer just a couple minutes ago, I got a couple trades, and I was like, yeah, fuck, no way. You know what I mean? My players are so much better, but for example, probably the best tight end running just goes down with an injury, and then I'm screwed. And I'm like, oh, cool. I could have just made out like a bandit. But also, I mean, I did draft a pretty nasty running back core, and I'm sitting Breece Hall right now. I could have traded him away as well. Maybe made a little bit more moves there, sure, but I'm also what if he balls out and then he becomes a starter? You just never know these things, and I'm scared of losing. That's it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just to speak to that really quick, that's the thing with fantasy. You made a great point with trades. You're obviously not trying to lose a trade. There's always going to be one side that looks better. But trading is just so delicate. It's tough. And you're drafting a team based off of guys that you like specifically. So why would you want to trade them? So, yeah, it's a great point. I'm going to name my team Pooper Cup or something like that, probably. My team's just a problem. Yeah.
That's funny.
So,
I like it.
don't know. We'll see.
I drafted him in one of my other leagues, and in hopes he was just going to come back and start balling out, but he hasn't done too much as of late. I mean, I think last week was maybe the first time he got over 10 points or something, maybe, but we'll see.
I need him bad. I need him really bad. We'll see.
I'm out of the playoffs in that league too, because I also drafted Justin Jefferson, who started out strong and then just blew up on me. So kind of up shit's creek without a paddle right now.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Definitely heard all of your responses. I was sitting right here the whole time. Next question is to Nick. How did you predict the Raiders' defense last night?
I mean, I wouldn't say I predicted it. More so just kind of fell into a lucky pickup. I don't think I've had any of those sort of pickups all year. And I don't know. I always like playing the Thursday night guys, just like have someone to watch during Thursday night. So I think I just got lucky this time. Sorry, Aldi.
I didn't even realize that you had them started, and I went out to the bar with like my EMT class last night, and I went out to Pat's, and they had the game on, and it was like 49-0. I was like, what is this game right now?
That game was insane. I mean, I didn't watch a ton of it, but the highlights, I was even shocked just watching like the random clips, just seeing that the Raiders were up substantially, which they've never scored that many points this year, and then the Chargers just absolutely shitting themselves.
Easton Stick.
What's that?
Easton Stick.
Easton Stick, yeah. Easton Stick. Easton Hockey Stick, dude. The last question will be to Sam. This was from B. Mitch. How the hell did you make it to the playoffs?
Oof.
Luck. Luck. Yeah, I mean, I traded you the gimpy wide receiver so I could get your tight end. That helped me quite a bit. Yeah, I just got lucky. I mean, Ethan's name is injury prone, but I think it's more fitting for my team between Devon Achane and Justin Jefferson. I mean, and everything else in between, people being questionable and shit like that. I don't know. I'm just here for the ride.
Love it.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, the majority of fantasy, if anyone argues against luck playing any sort of factor, then they're just wrong. So, yeah, I respect that answer, Sam. I will say that you had a couple of really good pickups, Achane being one of them. Whether he's been injured or not, at least he's on your team, and that was because you picked him up. So good stuff. And then, yeah, the fact that you just kind of rolled with your guys into Monday night last week was absolutely wild. I mean, I remember I went to bed. I saw Brandon's message in the morning, which I know he's like 3 hours earlier than us in Arizona, but I saw that he mentioned something about your matchup, clicked on it, and saw that you somehow won, and was like, that's nuts, dude, which was insane. So props to you. Congrats on making the playoffs. And then obviously you got a big week ahead going up against the infamous Chargers. We'll see how that one plays out. But, may the best team win. And then likewise to Aldi, the 3 seed, and Nick, the 6 seed. Very curious to see which teams come out on top. But nonetheless, it's been a hell of a season, and I really appreciate you all taking the time to hop on the call tonight. So I think we touched on just about everything. Again, I'll give a final option if anyone has anything else they want to talk about. Otherwise, we will wrap it up, call it a night.
Love you, Kamish.
Love you too, dude.
Season 2 was great.
Fucking brown noser.
I'm trying all I can, man. All right, my team sucks.
Jesus
I got to get the
Christ.
good fortune going,
Been a hell of a ride.
Good stuff. Awesome. All right, boys. Appreciate it. As I said, best of luck this week to all of you. May the best teams win. And good luck the rest of the way. And hopefully we'll see you all soon. All right.